How's it going out there, American truckers? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper. I'm your host, Old Snapper. Rich trucker versus poor trucker. What is the difference? What defines the two? Many believe it has to do with company driver versus owner operator, or lease driver versus owner operator, or local driver versus OTR. When in all actuality, none of those factors will make a rich trucker or a poor trucker. Money management will make a rich trucker or a poor trucker. You can talk to a driver without asking him his finances at all, him or her, and just talk to him for a few minutes, and you can tell whether they are one or the other. You know, the drivers that tend to eat out every day, they got to be in a truck stop every night because they don't keep a lot of food on their truck at all. Uh, those drivers tend to be your poorer drivers, even if they're an owner operator or a lease driver or a company driver, it doesn't matter. Um, the more money you, you the more money you spend away from a truck stop, the more money you're going to have in your pocket left over at the end of the week. You know, there's company drivers out here that are highly successful with great retirements, um, living paid off houses, driving nice cars. There's owner operators out here set up the same way. But one thing you'll find in common with the both of them, they don't shop in truck stops. They use truck stops for showers and something to drink every now and then. That's about it. They try to do all their shopping outside of a truck stop. Truck stop prices, I don't care if it's just a Coca-Cola or a Dr. Pepper you're buying, a truck stop price is higher than anywhere else. You know, a good example of that is myself. On the weeks that I do my shopping at Walmart, I eat healthier, and I normally can buy my cigarettes and eat on $150 a week. And that's eating good and eating comfortable and eating healthy food, you know, about 150 bucks a week. That's for me to get a carton of cigarettes and pick up my groceries for the week. You're never going to get a carton of cigarettes and eat all week in a truck stop for 150 bucks. You're not going to do it for 200 bucks. You know, eating out in truck stops is highly expensive. Another difference you will find between the rich trucker and the poor trucker is the rich trucker can tell you his check is right. His or her check is right. They check their pay stubs. They stay on top of it. These companies do make mistakes. Um, be it they're a company driver, owner operator, lease driver, it doesn't matter. But they watch their pay stubs, and every week they check their pay stub. They make sure it's correct. You know, they track their miles. They track whatever accessorial pay they have coming. They're on top of their finances. Another difference between a rich trucker and a poor trucker is the rich trucker can tell you every single place he spends money. He or she has a budget that is down to the penny. They can tell you where their money is going. Um, I tell you a little game I used to play. I'd pull $20 out of an ATM. I'd put it in my pocket and see how long I could make that 20 last. You know, and that was basically training myself to make money stretch as far as I could make it stretch out here on the road. You know, as a company driver, I don't care who you work for. As a company driver, there's no reason you shouldn't be putting anywhere between 15 and 20 grand in the bank every year, easy, and savings. You know, I do that with paying bills at home, with paying child support. You know, I'm paying about Let me see. I got insurance and child support. I'm paying almost two out of my total cost. About 2 grand a month is going to child support and insurance. And I still have no problem whatsoever putting somewhere around the $20,000 mark in savings in my savings every year. Plus, I do retirement. I have retirement built up and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I invest a little bit of money. But I was sitting here thinking about that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if you've ever read that book, it basically just comes down to self-discipline and money management. And you need self-discipline in order to have money management. There's a lot of times I'm sitting in a truck stop and I don't feel like cooking something on the truck. I don't feel like cleaning it up. I don't feel like doing all that. But I know if I do, I'm going to be thankful for it later. For one, I will have ate healthier. And for two, I will have saved a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. I've heard some people say that they can't shop and buy, you know, that it's cheaper on them to eat out in a truck stop. If you're in that case and you're one of the ones that thinks it's cheaper to eat in a truck stop than it is to go buy your food and cook it on your truck, you're either not tracking your finances and you don't know how much you're spending in a truck stop, or you don't know how to shop for food. You know how to shop for groceries. I don't know what you're buying. I don't know if you're buying filet mignons every day or what, but if you take a look at this truck stop food, it's garbage. These most of the time these buffets are all dried out. The food's no good. Um, it's like scraps. My dog at home eats better than a lot of the food that they feed us in these truck stops. And then you take the price that we pay for this food in these truck stops. We're paying top dollar for low quality food, you know. And you take a look around at our brothers and sisters out here. We got brothers and sisters out here that are so big their ankles are hanging over their shoes. This stuff that you're getting in these truck stops is not good for you. It'll lead to diabetes, it'll lead to weight problems, it'll lead to digestive issues. There's all kinds of problems that will come from this food in these truck stops. It's not good for you at all, not the slightest bit. You can stop by Walmart, you can stop by an Aldi's. Aldi's is a real good place to stop. I can eat real cheap for the week whenever I stop at Aldi's. Save a Lot's another one. If you stop at a truck stop, Google on your phone how far it might be. Might You'd be surprised. There's been times where I've been in a truck stop and I'll Google a grocery store and it's a block away. You just don't see it because there's a couple buildings in between or whatever. Walk down there and grab you some groceries. You buy you some of them reusable bags. They'll hold up till you get back to the truck. I wouldn't do it in a plastic bag, but you could do it in them reusable bags. And download an app and try to track your finances. Take the time to write down every time you go in a truck stop. Get a notebook and write down how much you spent in that truck stop. Add it up at the end of the week and track your finances. We make really good money out here driving a truck. There's no reason that any truck driver should be broke. There's no reason at all that any truck driver out here should be broke. We make really, really, really good money for the type of work that we do, if you really think about it. It's a fairly easy job, and trucking is a lot of what you make it. It's stressful if you allow it to be stressful, and it's not if you don't allow it to be stressful. Excuse the beeping. That's my opti-idle system in the background. But and that's life in general. You know what I'm saying? Life in general is whatever you make it. Whatever you're doing in life is going to be based on what you make it. But drivers, if you work, what good is it to work out here for 10, 15, 20 years something happen and your career come to an end and not have a dime to show for it. It's that sucks, man, and it happens every day to so many drivers. Don't let it happen to you, brother or sister. Don't let it happen to you. Track your finances. Track what you're spending. Look for ways every week to be cheaper than you were the week before. And you can do this without sacrificing your quality of life at all. Shop around in Walmart. Think of different things you can pick up in Walmart that are better for you, that taste better, things you enjoy. And when you make it yourself on the truck, it's gonna be made the way you like it. You know, get a water jug, put it in the side box, use that to wash your dishes right there. Just take the water jug, walk back to the grass, and wash your dishes. You know, use these truck stops for whatever you can get for free. Your points, the showers, free refills, things like that. They get enough money from enough fools out here on the road. You know, these truck stops, and I'm not trying to be mean, but it's the truth. The people that are shopping in them every day and living out of them, those are fools. Let the fools support them truck stops. They charge us for parking and everything else out here nowadays. They don't need another dime out of any of our pockets. They make a lot of money off of us. They make a lot of money off of fuel as well. Just something to think about. If you're on the poorer side of trucking, if it all ended today, what would you have? Your last paycheck? Your last two paychecks? If that's you, please re-listen to this video, put some thought into it. Truebill is a good app. There's a couple of other budgeting apps out there. Some of them are free. Some of them cost a little bit, but even what they cost, if you follow them, they will save you tremendous amount of money. As y'all know, I care about drivers. I am a driver. I want to see everyone successful in whatever they do. There ain't a bit of hate in me for nobody when it comes to being successful in life. I want to see all of y'all do great things. Think about what I said. I hope you don't take offense to it. Let's keep trucking. Snapper, I'm out.